Hello and welcome back to this week's Honest Art podcast. So excited about this one because as an abstract expressionist, I can tell you that there are so many things that we can do to really mess up a painting. I think I've done every single one of them. So in this week's podcast, I'm talking about 10 mistakes that we can avoid so that we can create our finest fine art ever. And I know that the term mistakes, a lot of people are like, I don't think we should, no mistakes in art. I get that. But there are things that we can do that we can truly do that can change an art to make it truly incredible. And actually, you know what? I want to tell you about this thing I am doing that starts the week of February 6th. It's called the Honest Art Boot Camp. And for 6 weeks, if you are an artist who is really trying to find your voice or your style, or if you're an artist that has been painting for a bit, but you really want to create that art that is going to be like gallery worthy or art that you could hang in a museum, fine art. If that's you, this 6-week boot camp is for you. It's going to be live. I'm going to be teaching a couple of days a week. The first day, I'm going to be teaching how to make this art, how to help you find your voice. And then on the other day of the week, we're going to be doing art critiques, which help take your art so much farther, so much faster. Super excited about the Honest Art Bootcamp. If you're excited or you're interested, go to the link in the show notes to find out more. But I also want to tell you about one of the tips or the mistakes that you want to avoid in your art if you are trying to create abstract expressionist art. And this is a big one. I see this a lot. And that is that the artist doesn't have enough expression in their abstract expressionist art. And what happens is the expression, it's almost like it falls flat. So what happens is we are in the painting and we're painting, but if we are tentative about what we're doing, like let's say there's a brush stroke that's supposed to be really expressive, right? And so it's going to be like, just across the painting. But if we take it and we stop it, you can energetically feel how that mark is tentative or it's not pulled all the way through the art itself. So what can happen is we end up creating safe art. And safe art, quite frankly, is boring art. So if there's not something that kind of intrigues us, if there's not some expression that's trying to come through, you can feel that tentativeness energetically when the piece. So I go into a lot more detail about this and 9 other mistakes that we want to avoid when creating abstract expressionist art. So go to your favorite platform to listen to this week's podcast and check out the link in the show notes to join me in the Honest Art Bootcamp.